Today's Spotlight on Naperville is brought to you in part by Welcome back to Spotlight on Naperville. I'm Nancy Wearsome, and we're going to turn our attention now to Bridge Communities with a wonderful, wonderful new idea, which we'll get to. Jenny Gage is the manager of special events. Always good to have you, Jenny.
Thank you.
Amy Weber is an artist with a new event called A Chair Affair, so we'll hear about that. And Vicki Joseph does community outreach for Bridge Communities, so good to have you again.
Thank you.
Well, Jenny, let's start by talking about how Bridge Communities is addressing homelessness.
Well, we do it in a very holistic way. We are not emergency shelter or overnight shelter. We are a transitional housing program. So once a family is accepted into Bridge, they are mentored to self-sufficiency over a period of about 2 years, sometimes a little over. But it's very much covers all the bases of learning to budget, manage their money, tutoring for the children and the mum. Mum gets a better education, better job, is able to then hopefully emerge at the end of the program and be able to stand on her own feet and support her family.
And they're primarily families?
That is our first and foremost criteria, that it is a family. And I said mums, we do occasionally get a single dad, and we have a couple of traditional intact two-parent families in the program right now. But most of the time it's a single mum.
Great. And Vicki, tell us about your role.
Well, 20 years ago, I started my Families Helping Families transitional group under the umbrella of Bridge Communities. My group is all volunteers, and Bridge are professional case managers and social workers. The families are screened. There's tremendous wraparound services. Our kids get tutored, and mom gets counseling, and there's summer camps for the children. It's a wonderful partnership where the volunteers with my Families Helping Families group and the professionals from Bridge Communities really can help usually a single mom and her children figure out how they're going to survive, stay housed, make a living going forward. I'm also in Naperville trying to make sure people know who Bridge Communities is. We have 25 families living in Naperville, part of the Bridge Communities. And we're excited about this new event because it'll give us an opportunity to introduce ourselves to people who don't know us.
Well, let's talk about the event. It's so clever. Jenny, tell us, A Chair Affair.
We always like to keep our events so that they keep in tune with what we're about. We don't do golf outings because there is no connection to homelessness. But with chairs, you can easily, kind of see where that's leading into homes. And this was just an idea that we had that to transform ordinary chairs, doesn't matter whether it's an upholstered chair like this, a garden chair, a stool, into a piece of art. And Naperville loves art. I mean, we have lots of it in our community. We wanted something different that hasn't been done before. And United Way used to do the art on the streets for about 8 years, some time ago now, but nothing really replaced it. And we just thought this was an exciting way to get the community involved. And we're excited. Everybody's coming on board with us.
I just love the idea. I think it's so clever. And they'll be in windows in downtown Naperville stores?
Yes. Retailers have been very generous with their valuable window space in giving those up to us for 3 weeks prior to the event, so people can look around, follow the map, have a look and see these beautiful pieces of art.
And they'll also get to vote.
Oh, and they get to vote for their favorite.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And Amy, now let's ask you, how did you get involved with the Chair Affair?
Well, I'm quite familiar with both of these ladies and with Bridge Communities. I actually started in the Bridge Communities Mentor Program, but for Families Helping Families 19 years ago. So I've sort of come full circle, and I love the organization, both Families Helping Families and Bridge Communities, and I think it really provides a great service. So
you're an artist.
I'm an artist. I'm an accountant by trade, but I do paint on the
And
side for years.
can you tell us what type of chair do you have, or is it a
I
stool or a
have
bench?
an Adirondack bench that I've painted with a beach scene. And it's
Okay,
done
see,
with
I asked for a
acrylics.
sneak peek here, so, okay.
And it's called Sea Breeze.
Oh, and do you know where it'll be located yet?
It's going to be in Dean's.
Dean's Clothing.
Oh, that'll be a good match. Excellent, excellent.
It's very fun because these chairs may come from a dumpster, they may come from a basement, they may come from grandma's attic. So they're going to be all over the board and very interesting.
I guess. So, and then after people view them for a couple of weeks, then you're going to have an auction.
Right, they'll all be transported to Wentz Hall. We're having a beautiful gala auction event on the evening of June 12th. The top 10 that are voted, People's Choice, will be part of a live auction, and the remainder will be a silent auction. So we hope that there'll be lots of bidding and lots of excitement that night.
Fun, very fun. And how are you going to direct the funds raised?
Well, do you know, one of the wonderful things about, we've had a lot of community support, and with our sponsors, it's taken care of all of our expenses for this event. So the wonderful thing that I just feel, you know, is such a great feeling going into an event that every penny and dollar that we raise on that night will go directly back into the program to address the issues of homelessness, to help more families. You know, it's not a problem that is going to go away.
Sure.
It's ever increasing, and we're growing all the time to try and take in more families.
That is wonderful. Well, we want everyone to participate, so they'll be watching for those chairs, and then they can vote and come out. Thanks so much for being on with us today. And we're going to take a very short break. When we come back, more Spotlight on Naperville, so don't go away.